Wait, what? Man, where do we even start, yo? Where do we even start? Currently, it is December 28th, 11:45 p.m. I'm sure by the time I'm done with this video, it will be December 29th. First and foremost, let me go ahead and wish y'all a belated but sincere Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all my people out there, to all my family, all my loved ones, to my fans, people who listen to this podcast, people who follow my other channel. Merry Christmas to y'all. For the first time in, that sounds so dramatic, but it's been a while since I've really enjoyed Christmas. And this year's Christmas has been incredibly amazing and at the same time heartbreaking because I got to celebrate Christmas with my girlfriend, my partner. However, she had to fly out the next night. So while it was amazing, it was beautiful, it was lovely. She was there with my family. Everybody's getting along. The next day, waterworks, tears, crying, sadness, bittersweet, but, I wouldn't change it for the world. I had a beautiful, beautiful Christmas, and it was great. It was great, man. I really have no complaints, other than the Lakers giving, man, Lakers should have won that game. We tripping. We gave it away. Anyways, other than that, it was perfect. Anyways, man, I know I kind of been gone, right? I've been every time, especially on my other channel, every time I try to make a comeback, every time I try to come back and stick around on YouTube, I don't. I get caught up in work. I get sick. It's cyclical. It's the same cycle over and over again. I fully intend on coming back. I try to, and then I get caught up with work or I get sick and priorities have to be shifted and it's crazy. It's crazy. We'll get to that in a bit, but I just wanted to, before we go into that, I just kind of wanted to, look at the year. Kind of not necessarily year in review because I really did not do much. To me, it was a failed year because, man, last year, 2018, I swore 2019 was the year I was going to get back on YouTube and grind and hit 100K and reestablish my place here on YouTube, at least on my other channel, my Smooove channel. But every time I tried to, it's just the same thing. I try. I gotta work. Bills need to be paid, or I get sick, and my priorities need to change back to not YouTube. And I want to honestly, I want to be able to sit here and say that 2020 was the year I make it back on YouTube. I'll put everything aside and grind and cover music, do podcasts, do vlogs, do everything that I've ever wanted. But I don't think it'd be the wisest thing to say because looking at how things are at the moment, I can't afford to do that. At least not yet. Now, I've been telling y'all, man, for those of you who follow me, for those of y'all who've been grinding with me, y'all know my dream is to be able to just do YouTube, to be able to live off of YouTube and not have to worry about anything else, and really just focus on this, whether it's reaction videos or vlogging or podcasting. Man, in this year, one thing I learned in 2019 about, this whole YouTube thing and what I want to do and accomplish is to really have a successful podcast. Because, man, so for those of you who don't know, I am a full-time, I guess you could say Uber driver or a gig driver. I do Uber Eats and Postmates. I don't deal with people because people are crazy. So I try not to have randoms in my car. I just deliver food all day. So I'm on the road at least 10 hours a day, probably closer to 12. And I literally do that from Monday to Sunday, 7 days a week. That's why I don't have time for YouTube. That's why I don't have time to record. That's why I don't have time to vlog or to do these podcasts. It's because I have to work. I'm in the middle of the year. I moved, and rent is like 55% more, 60% more than what I used to pay. So, I'm grinding. And I'm just I'm in a position where I need to work. And unfortunately, I'm still dealing with some illnesses, heart failure, obstructive sleep apnea, all the other stuff that I was telling y'all about that y'all have seen. And it's, to be honest, man, it's difficult because sometimes, for example, man, if I drink too much water in one day, y'all remember I used to pound these, right? I used to pound these ice water. You've never seen soda in this. Maybe a couple of years ago, you might have seen iced Milo, back in the day, but I probably did that, I don't know, maybe 3 times ever on camera. This is predominantly ice water. Y'all see me knock these back. Nowadays, if I down this, my heart failure starts to act up. There's too much water in my lungs. My heart is not able to expel that, and so it makes it hard for me to breathe. Just long story short. So if I down one of these in one go, I can't even walk from, my desk to the bathroom. My bathroom is about 5 steps away without feeling tired. I can't sit down and put my socks on without huffing and puffing. I can't get up out of the car from a seated position, open the door, get up, close the door, and turn around without huffing and puffing. It's that bad. And so I deal with that while having to work these crazy hours to have a place to live, and to be able to sustain myself. And yes, lose weight, go work out. Yeah. Yes, that is part of the remedy. That is the remedy. But I'm telling y'all, given the situation that I'm in, it's not the easiest. I think of all people, I know how bad I need to work out and lose weight, get fit, get healthy. But it's not as easy as it sounds. Whether because of my schedule or because literally my physical limitations. But that's no excuse. I'm still trying. I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I haven't given up. You know what I'm saying? I haven't just eaten myself to death or binge eaten myself to to death. I'm still trying. Um, and it's a lot sometimes, man. It's a lot because I feel like there's so much that I'm juggling at once. Um, 2019 was a rough year. 2019, last January, I celebrated my 1 year anniversary with my girlfriend, and honestly, 2019 has been a rough year for us. We've broken up. We've fought. We've argued. We've had some really, really rough times. So on my relationship, man, it wasn't solid. It's another thing I'm dealing with. I was dealing with. Aside from her issues and her problems and having to be there for her, she's dealt with a lot. Outside of me, she's dealt with a lot and is still dealing with a lot. And then there's me. I can be a knucklehead, make things hard, strain the relationship. We have a long distance relationship. I don't always know how to communicate the best. Excuse me. I, you know, my personality, I guess the way I handle things is I block things out. When me and my partner mm, when we aren't on the best terms, I kind of just drown myself in work, in driving, and in earning, or just droning in something. when I'm hurt, when I'm missing her, when the distance is getting to me, I don't I don't express that. I don't say, "Hey, I miss you. The distance hurts. I'm hurting." I drown myself in work. And in some ways, I guess in one way, it's good because I do need to work. I need to earn. I need to grind. Like literally every day, I need to make at least 150 USD. I need to earn at least that so that I can maintain what I've got. And it's rough. It's pressure. It's pressure, man. Like especially when you doing these economy gig job. I don't know what they're called. This Uber driving delivery stuff, like it's not guaranteed. Some days are really good, some days are really slow. Or your car could break down, or I could be sick. Man, again, if I'm in the summertime when it's really hot, I can down water like nothing because I'm a big dude, I'm always sweating, but it affects me so adversely. Is that right? In a really adverse manner. That I literally can't breathe, man. That when I lay down, I suffocate. Um, I have to take diuretics. Not diarrhea. Diuretics, meaning these pills right here make me urinate to dispel all that water. Taking too many of these, a side effect of that is urinating out too much potassium. Lack of potassium, I'm cramping. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is it's just one thing after another. It's all tied into each other. Anyways, just this. 2019 was rough for my relationship. We're barely mending things. Well, yeah, we're barely mending things and really getting things back in order. Um, It's been hard, man. 2019's been rough. Um, you know, she ended up in the hospital twice. She had to have surgery earlier this year. And I'm over here in the States. I'm bugging. I can't even be there. And I'm telling you, this distance is it's killer. It's so hard, man. It's so hard. And then the more you get to know somebody, or the more time you invest in someone, like the more the real me comes out, and the more I start to see these things about me that I didn't necessarily know, like how incredibly jealous I get, or how irrational I can be, or how angry. Well, I've always had an anger problem, but how angry I can get. I learned, I learned, you know, I realized just the other day saying goodbye, having to drop her off at the airport, and even the day leading up to that, how emotionally weak I am. I'm bugging, I'm panicking, I'm scared, I'm lonely. You know, I, I'm getting depressed. I can't come back to this lonely apartment. What am I gonna do? I'm never gonna see you again. What if something happens? Like, and sometimes coming to terms with those characteristics of myself, it's hard. It's difficult. Sometimes it's it's embarrassing. Sometimes I feel shameful. I'm supposed to be sorry. Yeah, y'all might hear I'll let it pass. That's a I think that's a jet flying up above. Anyways, it's tough, man. The more I've always prided myself on being someone who is tough, who can deal, who can, you know, take the pain and just move on. And in a lot of ways, I am that guy. You know what I'm saying? Physical pain, other stuff, like things outside of my relationship, I'm good. Like I'll face up to it. I'll put my head down and just, walk right through it. But man, when my girl's here, when she's got to leave, like man, that man who I try to be and I'm supposed to be just totally crumbles. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is this sturdy dude, this rock? And it's embarrassing because I want her to be able to lean on me in times like that, and in times where we're sad, and times that are rough. But here I am, I can't even handle it. Man, when I tell y'all, man, I see she was here in last year, August from August 19th to like September 12th. I'm sorry, September 2nd or 4th, something like that. She was here for a couple weeks last summer, and it was the same thing. The day leading to her departure, because both last summer and this winter, she left. Her flight was booked for 11 p.m. Right, and so both times, man, both days leading to her departure, I was a mess, crying, sobbing. I'll never see you again. I don't want you to go. I'm lonely. what am I gonna do here? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be so alone and barren. Ain't no one to come home to. It's just it ain't nothing out here. All that drama, all those things that those things that I fear when I feel like I should be a rock, like, like it's okay, you'll be here again soon. I'ma hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll be all right. I don't even know what I'm trying to get at, but 2019 has been rough. 2019 has been a year of learning, trying to adjust, a year of disappointments, failures, of change. Man, bro, earlier this year, what was it, May? I was supposed to fly to New Zealand, but I got denied. I got denied by immigration. Oh my goodness, let me tell y'all, man. Leading up to that, weeks leading up to that, we had been arguing. We had been fighting. Like I said, it's been rough. The relationship has been rough. All the things that she's been dealing with, the distance. I'm telling y'all, the distance magnifies the hardship by like 30,000. You know, weeks leading up to me flying out there in May, we've been arguing, been fighting, been rough, distant, cold. And then, finally, all right, I'm going to come out there. We're going to rekindle, whatever it is that we're losing. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be able to actually hold you in my arms. We'll be able to hang out. Get to hold your hand, look you in the eyes, and let you know how much I love you. All that stuff. And then I go to check in my bag, and they put me on the phone with immigration in New Zealand. I get, they hit me with a bunch of questions. They said, were you trying to work here last time you were here? This and that, blah, blah, blah. Ask some personal questions. I'm like, yo, no, I wasn't trying to work there. What's going on? Then he says, unfortunately, sir, we're not going to, unfortunately, Mr. Smooove, I'm not going to put my personal information out there, Mr. Smooove, we can't let you into the country. And I'm like, what? And I'm shocked. Like, here I am, working my tail off, been fighting with my girl. She's all I want to see. I'm at the airport. I just sat through an hour of traffic. I squared away everything. Put up the money. We put up this money for the ticket. And now y'all telling me I can't come through? I'm not smuggling drugs. I'm not smuggling anything. I did no wrong when I was there. I didn't harm anyone. I stole nothing. The guy even asked me how much money I was coming with. Where do I plan to stay? Obviously, if I'm staying with my partner, that's paid for. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the dude made me feel like a criminal, to be honest. I started thinking like, man, am I, like, did I mess up somewhere? You know what I mean? Like, am I bad? Is there a lack of character somewhere? What's going on? And so I'm sitting there in shock, hang up the phone. I didn't even have the frame of mind to ask him, all right, so who's going to refund me my ticket? Or, demand my money back? Because, dude, I'm not going to, I just, we dropped, what was it, like $1,000 for this ticket. Y'all just going to absorb that? I'm not going to get that back? I didn't even have the not peace of mind, but the frame of mind to ask that. I walked away. And for those of y'all who've been at LAX, at at LAX, I walked out of the terminal, Tom Bradley, the international terminal, and there's like there's a smokers area, and I didn't even realize, but I kind of just walked to the wall, and I was just in disbelief. And right then and there, my hope, my dreams were shattered. Like, man, this was my time to get away from all the stuff that's going on, my sickness, my the bills. I had taken care of that, having to drive all day and night. I'm finally going to be able to go over to New Zealand, see my loved ones, see some nieces and nephews, some friends, the funno, like, like, get, and have some fresh air, get away from all of this for a little bit and just, recalibrate. So I'm standing at the wall and I'm crying. Khadijah's on the phone and she's like doing her best to console me, but I can hear the shakiness in her voice. Now I'm sad. Then I start getting angry and I'm walking through, trying to find trying to find the flyaway bus or shuttle that'll take me back towards, my city, my neighborhood or whatnot. And, this, obviously it's an airport. There's a bunch of people and I'm telling them, get out of my way. The F out of my way. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm mad. And I remember feeling so defeated, feeling so broken, feeling so hurt. Because that was my chance to just get away from everything, to rekindle, that fire that kind of been dwindling between me and my girl, as well as just get a breath of fresh air. I had been working for that for so long. So yeah, that happened in May. That didn't help the relationship at all. Of course, it's understandable. I can't, in no way do I blame my girl for that. She has no control over that. If anything, she would do whatever she could to get me there. It's just another strain on the relationship because it's another disappointment. You hear me? Like, anyways, then a month later, I end up moving to this apartment. Whole lot of pressure, man. My dad's co-signed on the lease. And so, I can't be irresponsible and ruin, his name, his credit just because, I wasn't taking care of things. So that was a pretty big pill for me to swallow. And it's scary. It's always scary, man. Well, not always scary, but change was, it was, for me, this kind of change was kind of scary. And I felt like it was so rushed. I didn't feel like I was ready. But man, praise God, he's been helping me through the past couple months, take care of bills, have the energy and the health to work and be there to help when I really need it. But, hey, this place is beautiful. It's literally right in the middle of where I work, where I like to drive around. So it's cool. All my utilities are included. So I can run the AC, all the lights, the TV, water, trash, all that. Like, it's unlimited. I mean, it's all included. What else, man? Yeah, I don't know, man. This is kind of a mess, huh? I promise. My next podcast, I'm gonna have a proper docket or a little checklist of things that we'll talk about. I'm kind of just running through the year. I'm probably forgetting some things, but it is what it is. And like I mentioned earlier, there've been a couple times on this channel or on my other channel where I really thought I was going to make a comeback. Be consistent, be able to grind, and be on YouTube. But like I said, man, every single time I get drawn away because work. Honestly, I would be working right now. It's 12:15. I'd be working right now had I not received such a huge blessing from my parents today. My parents surprised me with an envelope of money. They did not need to, that I don't deserve. You know what I mean? Like, I already had a bomb Christmas. My girl was here. We got to spend it with my family. Everyone was there. Everybody's getting along. A lot of great food. And then today, I stopped by my parents' house because I want to go play, with the dogs, and then take a little break from work, and they surprised me with an envelope of money, and I started crying. I started crying because it's overwhelming, man. Like I don't ever expect anyone to just give me stuff, to just give me anything. It's always a blessing when someone shares with me. And, they did not have to do that. If they didn't do that today, I wouldn't love them any less. I wouldn't think of them any less. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve that. I don't deserve an envelope of money. I've done nothing to deserve that. So that's literally just their favor. You know what I mean? Like that's just love and a gift that they wanted to give out of, their good hearts. And yeah, it was great. It was a blessing. And because of that, I have some time tonight to kind of just to do this. And this is what I've been wanting to do. I've kind of been wanting to update everybody, let everybody know what's going on, and kind of just formulate some sort of plan or figure out what I wanted to do with this whole YouTube thing. I don't really know. This year, because I draw so much, I listen to a lot of podcasts. Shout out to my favorite this past weekend with Theo Vaughn. Not only a funny dude, but very down to earth and very personable. And I've always wanted to do a podcast, but I think he has really encouraged me to just go after it. But for those of y'all who do watch him, y'all know what he's about. And I noticed that a lot of these podcasts seem pretty therapeutic for him. And I think that's what I need in my life, at least at this point. I want to be able to just be here and kind of just share my thoughts, and just to not bottle everything up like I've been doing. The funny thing is, the whole reason I started my other channel, where I started putting reactions and whatnot, is because I was going through depression. I was going through some hard times, and I kind of just wanted a space to talk, to share my thoughts, and to just be me. And for years, I was doing that for like 2 years, right? That did me so much good. Being able to express myself, to talk about this and that, and to engage with others through music, through funny videos, through, all the things that we cover on that channel. Rugby, sports. And I'm at this place now where I want to be able to continue to do that, but not so much through just reacting to videos. Yeah. But at the same time, I still want to do reaction videos, but I also want to have a space for this where I can just talk and just express myself. And, hopefully people dig it. Hopefully people, will choose to listen, and, I can relate with others, and people can relate with me. Excuse me. If I'm totally honest, man, I think I've lost passion for I think I've lost a little bit of passion for, reaction videos. Before, I only say that because before I used to, I was dying to just cover anything and everything people sent my way. But nowadays, it's like, I wonder, do people really tune into the channel for me? Or is it just for their favorite music? Or their favorite artist? Or for their favorite athlete? Or whatever? I would love a space where people are here genuinely for me. You know what I'm saying? That sounds so selfish, doesn't it? Yeah. It sounds kind of selfish, but I would love to have a space where people are just here to rock with me and not just to use me for clout or for some shine on their favorite music, favorite artists. I get I haven't been active on YouTube, but I get comments every day. React to this, react to that, cover this, cover that. I get DMs. I don't want to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to shame nobody, but I get DMs on Instagram all the time. Yo, do you think you can check out my music? Like, you know what I mean? And do you think you can react to some of my songs? People who are trying to get some clout. And I'm not even that big. I'm big, but I'm not even that big of a voice on YouTube to where anyone can really gain anything from me. But if I'm being honest, man, I'm kind of tired of that. I'm kind of tired of people just asking me to watch their favorite video, their favorite music. I want to be able to cover stuff that I'm interested in, not just because, someone wants me to add to the clout of this artist or this artist or this group, this band, whatever. It gets exhausting after a while. Can you do this? Can you cover this? Can you react to this and that? And then a lot of times, the work, I'm not trying to complain, but here I am complaining. A lot of times the work put into, creating these videos, recording this, editing the audio, splicing the videos together, putting it up on the YouTube, having a color grade, do all the editing, putting it up on YouTube, making a thumbnail, do all the editing on the video, all this and that, the YouTube ad, for what? Sub 1,000 views? It's not always worth it, to be honest. I'm just rambling. So I kind of just want a space where I can, just chill, talk about what's popping, share what's on my head, what's on my heart, with people who genuinely rock with me, who are here for me, not just, their favorite artists. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why I'm not going to delete the other channel or anything. I'm not going to completely shut that down. Again, I still want to cover music and whatnot because I'm still fans of a lot of these artists. It's just, it gets real tedious real fast going through comment after comment saying, can you react to this? Can you cover this? That, and I don't know. I'm complaining. I have no place to be complaining. It's just, I don't know. I think I've lost a bit of passion for the whole reaction thing. That might be playing a part in why, I can't maintain a comeback just yet. Aside from all the hours that I work. I'm starting to lose my voice. My voice is getting tired. Anyways. Oh. Text message. Anyways, man. Like I said, 2019. Been a rough year, y'all. I'm praying, hoping 2020 is a better one. I've still got a lot I need to work on. My health. Y'all remember when I got hospitalized last year? The beginning of 2019, I got off to a really good start. I was losing weight. Then again, I got caught up with this and that and work. And it sounds like I'm making so many excuses, but man, I'm so worried of not working and losing and not being able to pay for this place, not being able to pay for my car. I don't want to ruin anything for, I don't want to ruin anything for the people who have stuck their neck out for me. My father, my mother, my sister, my brother-in-law. These are people, my aunt. These are people who have gone out of their way to help me out. I'm a grown man. I should not be needing. Everybody needs help now and then. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound contradictory, but I should be able to take care of all of this. But there have been people, man, shout out to, again, my mom, my dad, my brother and sister. I don't like saying brother-in-law. He's my brother. My auntie. Shout out to my boys, Mikey, John, Marlon. Like, these people have stuck their neck out for me to help me out. And I just don't want to fail. Sorry. And I don't want to let people down. And I don't want to, Richard, shout out to Richard, man. I don't want to disappoint the people who helped me out. And so, that's why I try to work hard. That's why I try to do what I do to repay these people, to, make sure that the help that people lent me and the hand that people lent me doesn't go wasted. That I don't look like I'm irresponsible, that I don't want to look like I'm ungrateful, and that I expect these people to help me, or that I will expect these people to, go out of their way for me. All these people have helped me in one way or another when they didn't have to. And so it's a lot of pressure that I carry on my shoulders, and I'm trying to be sustainable, self-reliance, pliant, whatever it is, man. Anyways, there's still a lot that needs to be done. Still working on this whole weight thing. If I can work on that, then, that makes working easier. I won't have to take these meds. I'll be in a much better place. There's still so many things I want to do, things I want to accomplish, and I don't know. I'm starting to lose myself. This is so unorganized, man. I'm sorry. So I should have had this better planned out, but 2019 has been a rough year, to say the least. But you know what? I'm still here. I'm still around, still alive. I'm still kicking. You feel me? Things have never been harder for me. Financially, emotionally, physically. Bro, I've never felt so limited in my life. It makes me want to cry. Man, walking down the hall, getting to my door dead tired. It's so frustrating. Man, like I mentioned earlier, when it's bad, I can't even I have to put my socks on, seated, one at a time, because I need to breathe in between, feet. Man, not being able to sleep through a night because I'm suffocating. I've never felt so limited. And it scares me, man, because this keeps me from working. It keeps me from being able to earn what I need to earn to maintain this. If I have one off day, if I'm sick, I lose out on what? Man. It's hard, yo. Living paycheck to paycheck, pretty much paycheck to paycheck. Can't afford to take a day off. Can't afford to get sick. And when I am sick, I still gotta work. All the while wanting to do something here on YouTube, wanting to build my other business. And it's like I can't get out of the rat race. I can't get out of this cycle. People tell me all the time, bro, you gotta lose weight. Of all people, I know, man. It wasn't you sitting in that bed, man, about to die. And then this ain't no pity party, man. It's just, I'm getting a little overwhelmed. That's all that is. A lot of work still needs to be done. I ain't giving up. I ain't quitting. I'm not throwing in the towel. Yo, there's people that love me. People who've been, holding me down throughout this struggle. It's been hard, man. November 11th, 2018, when I was hospitalized, and I found out I have heart failure. I became diabetic. I have obstructive sleep apnea. All that. Living with this for a year. It's been rough, man. All the while trying to maintain a relationship, a long distance relationship that in itself has so many issues that already has so much baggage that was neither the fault of mine nor my girl. Living with this for the past year while having to work 24/7, man. Well, it seems like it. Well, I'm still here, yo. Hey, as hard as it was, as hard as it's been, your man is still here. Yeah, so screw all that negativity. I don't care how hard it was, man. Your boy's still here. By the grace of God, I'm still fighting. I'm still working. Still getting it done. It's a miracle. It's a miracle, man. It's a miracle. Without the Lord, without His help, without His favor, without the help of those people that I've listed, the people that I mentioned, I'm sure I'm forgetting some. Without that, man, ain't no way I'm getting through this on my own. But, I realize, as I'm having my little pity party here, as hard as this has been, your boy's still around, man. I'm still here. I'm still trying to plan for YouTube. I'm still trying to plan for my other business, my side business. I'm still trying to plan for my relationship. I'm still trying to plan for 2020. I'm still here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still planning to do better, to get better, to be better. I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? I might be knocked down a little bit, but I'm not knocked out. I'm still in the fight. I'm still in the race. I'm still going. As hard as it's been, your man's still here. Let's go. Quite the turnaround there. I like that. I like that. I like that. Thank you, Lord. That being said, man, let me just say, I don't know what 2020 is bringing, but I got a couple goals. I have a business on Amazon that I would love to replace, my driving with. If I can build up that business to at least replicate what I earn through driving, man, I'd be a happy camper. That would free up so much time. Give me, rest to be able to just not. And you know how dangerous it is to be on the road every day? How many accidents I come across? Man, glory to God, brother. I am still safe. But yeah, man, 2020, I want to be able to replace, this whole driving, this whole gig economy job type thing. with my Amazon business and also be able to really invest time in YouTube. Maybe not so much on the the reactions and all that. And I still want to do that. But this right here, this is what I want to build. This is what I want to grow. This is what I want to cultivate. I want to be able to, build this podcast. You know, I would love to have my own studio. Ooh, if I got my own studio, you know what I'm saying? Have guests, you know what I mean? Have people, an audience that actually cares. That'd be great. That would be great. I would love to be able to just live off of, oh man. One of the things I want to do is to be able to live off of YouTube or podcasts or maybe, redo my whole Patreon thing. I only have like 2 patrons left. Reconfigure that so that, for those of y'all who might want to support your boy, can actually support me then. Who knows if I can get, if I can get support on the Patreon, that would, at least in the beginning, that could free up a day or two. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling y'all, like, no exaggeration. I need to make $150 a day to maintain. And take care of my responsibilities. If my Patreon could, I don't know, in 6 months, maybe, 6-8 months, if I can, really push that Patreon to be able to cover a day or so, like if I can get my Patreon to cover like $200, I'd have a whole day throughout the month to just work on the YouTube, solely on YouTube, free up time for the YouTube, so I don't have to be out there. That'd be great, man. I'm gonna start pushing my Patreon. I'm gonna start pushing this whole podcast, my other channel, doing all that, and hopefully, God willing, I can turn this into, some sort of substantial income, so that I don't gotta be out there driving, and that I could really focus on this. Yeah, 2020. No, now I'm starting now, but it will come to fruition. I'm hoping in 2020. I wasn't farting. That was my skin on the leather chair. That looked like I was farting right now, huh? No, I was trying to replicate. Whatever. Excuse me. In 2020, man, I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep working. We're going to lose this weight. We're going to get healthy. We're going to eventually be able to ditch having to drive so much. I'm going to build up my side business. I'm going to build up my YouTube, Patreon, all that, so I can make, what I need to make and be able to live off of this. And we're just going to improve. We're going to get better. We're going to get better. You know what I'm saying? I was a little sad earlier thinking about how hard it's been, but to realizing that I'm still here, I'm not down and out yet. I might be down, but I ain't out. I'm still here. I'm alive. I'm kicking. I've got energy. I might be tired a lot, but I can still move, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, some people did not wake up. Some people did not wake up today. I'm still around. I'm still alive. I'm viable. I'm up. I'm kicking. I'm blessed. So, that being said, 2019 in review, it was a rough one. It was hard. It was tough. Been tested in a lot of different areas. Again, it's been the hardest it's ever been for me. Physically, emotionally, financially. But, by the grace of God, I'm still here. I'm still alive. Bills are getting paid. I'm not having to sell drugs. I'm not having to steal. I'm not having to do anything illegal. Bills are getting paid. There's food in the fridge. Clearly, I'm fed. So praise God for that. 2020, we're going to do better. We're going to work on this, try to get this podcast up, try to make this somehow a viable source of income, work on this, work on my Amazon, lose this, get healthy, be able to throw these away, and really, really just do better. You know what I'm saying? 2019 was a kick in the gut. 2020, we're going to do better. Other than that, I don't know what else to say, y'all. I kind of just, my next podcast, I'm thinking of doing this as like a weekly thing. My next podcast, I'm gonna have things laid out a little more organized, and so that I'm not just rambling. Eventually, I want to be able to have y'all call in or send in videos, shout outs, whatever it is. Have different types of segments. If you guys have any suggestions, anything, man, let me know down in the comments. Send them my way just so I can kind of figure out how to shape this whole podcast thing. Whoa. Bear with me. I'm still trying to figure this out. Even though I listen to a whole bunch of podcasts, I'm trying to figure out where I fit in and what I can bring to the table, as opposed to just, rambling on. For an hour. Oh my goodness. For an hour. Anyways, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you made it this far, type in Oreos in the chat. I mean, in the comments. I don't know. Anyways, shout out to all my people out there. For those of y'all who genuinely rock with me and watch my videos, I love y'all. For those of y'all who don't, I still love y'all. I will catch y'all in the next one. And have a good night. I hope y'all Christmas was great. 2020 is in a couple days. The new year is right around the corner. If I don't post another video till then, I wish y'all a happy new year. And I really pray that 2020 is a prosperous, blessed, and blessed year, and a year of growth. You know what I'm saying? Enough of this saying, enough of all this talking, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's time for me to just go out and do. You know what I'm saying? And I pray the same for y'all. I love you guys. Y'all have a beautiful night, beautiful day, whatever it is where y'all at, have a beautiful that. I will see y'all in the next video. If it's not by the end of the year, I will see y'all next year. I kind of just want to throw that joke in there. Anyways, I love y'all. Take care. Peace.